What's good, Xbox Nation? Rhetri here, ready to give you my early impressions on this title right here, Hypercharge Unboxed.
Show them you are not to be messed with.
Wow! Great job, soldier!
Developed by Digital Cyber Cherries, this is an indie game that successfully combines the excitement of first-person shooters with the strategic depth of tower defense mechanics. Set in a whimsical world where players take on the role of toy soldiers, the game taps into childhood nostalgia, delivering an engaging and visually appealing experience. This video delves into various aspects of Hypercharge Unboxed, including gameplay, visuals, sound design, multiplayer features, and overall replayability. In terms of gameplay, you can choose between two modes, a single-player or co-op horde experience, and multiplayer. The horde adventure mode involves defending multiple objectives from waves of enemy toys trying to destroy them. Between rounds, you have some time to use the coins you've collected from the room or by defeating enemies to build defenses, such as traps like glue puddles to slow down enemies, poisonous vines, flame traps, and auto turrets. At its core, Hypercharge Unboxed is about defending hypercores from waves of enemy toys. The game excels in its blend of cooperative play and strategic planning. Players can team up with friends online or locally to strategize and build defenses, creating a dynamic and ever-changing battlefield. The ability to construct turrets, barriers, and traps adds a tactical layer to the traditional shooter formula, requiring players to think ahead and coordinate with their teammates. The controls are pretty intuitive, making it easier for players of all skill levels to jump in and enjoy the action, but there is kind of a weird caveat here. On the default settings, they have the A button mapped to prompts in a voice menu versus jumping. So I didn't like that at all. I went from the default settings to the standard settings, which then moves the jump button back to A. Unfortunately, it then also moves the reload to the right button, but I found this a lot easier for my brain to handle on the reload versus jumping. I can't get past jump not being on A. There's just too many games like that. It is a little weird that they decided to kind of not match games like Call of Duty or Fortnite or other shooters. It's just going to have to be something that your brain gets used to over time. During combat, each wave of enemies presents new challenges, so this keeps the gameplay fresh and exciting. You get the variety of different enemy types, such as robots to toy soldiers, requiring players to adapt their strategies on the fly. The inclusion of different difficulty levels ensures that both casual players and hardcore gamers can find a suitable challenge. Hypercharge Unboxed features a diverse arsenal of weapons, each with its own unique strengths and abilities, from classic firearms like assault rifles and shotguns, which is one of my favorites, to futuristic weapons, energy weapons, and explosive ordnance. There's something for pretty much every playstyle here. The game encourages experimentation, allowing players to customize their loadouts for maximum effectiveness. Whether raining down rockets from above or engaging in close quarter combat with a trusty shotgun, each weapon is going to offer a satisfying and visceral experience. Additionally, unlockable upgrades and attachments further enhance the versatility and power of the firearms, ensuring that players always have new tools to master and challenges to overcome. One of the standout features of Hypercharge Unboxed is its visual design. The game's environments are meticulously crafted to resemble everyday household settings, such as bedrooms, bathrooms, and garages. These familiar settings are transformed into larger-than-life battlegrounds, where toy soldiers wage epic battles. The attention to detail is pretty remarkable, each level filled with oversized objects and vibrant colors that enhance the overall immersion. Character and enemy models are equally impressive in my opinion, boasting a charming and playful aesthetic that fits the game's theme perfectly. The animations are smooth, and the visual effects during combat are both satisfying and spectacular. Whether it's the sparks flying off a destroyed enemy or the colorful explosions from a grenade, the game's visuals never fail to impress. Sound design in Hypercharge Unboxed complements its visual style pretty complimentary, and it's very beautiful. The game features a lively and upbeat soundtrack that keeps players engaged and energized throughout their sessions, but it's not kind of in your face. It's not something that is going to stand out as much, I think, but the sound effects are very crisp and well designed, adding to the overall immersion. Each weapon has a distinct sound, making it easy to identify which is being used even amidst the chaos of battle. The voice acting is pretty minimal, but it is effective. During the opening of all the game types, you have this kind of comic book style opening, which you can skip, which I obviously just skipped right past it. But there are some funny character quips and announcements.
This is Dino territory. What could go wrong?
The sound of enemy toys approaching, combined with the upbeat music, creates a sense of urgency that keeps players kind of on their toes. Overall, though, the sound design is a critical component of what makes Hypercharge Unboxed such an engaging experience. I really think that Hypercharge Unboxed really shines in its multiplayer and co-op modes. The game supports both online and local multiplayer, allowing players to team up with friends or join forces with strangers. The co-op gameplay is pretty seamless, with easy-to-use matchmaking and a straightforward interface that makes joining or creating games a breeze. Playing with others adds a significant layer of enjoyment to the game. Teamwork, of course, is essential, as players must communicate and coordinate to build defenses and fend off increasingly challenging waves of enemies. The game's mechanics encourage players to work together, whether it's sharing resources or covering different areas of the map. The competitive PvP mode offers an exciting alternative to co-op play. Players can face off against each other in various modes, adding a competitive edge to the game. The PvP maps are well designed, featuring the same level in detail and creativity found in the co-op levels. This mode provides a refreshing change of pace and adds to the game's replayability. And it's also the mode that I honestly have been putting the most amount of time into because, you know, I'm a multiplayer guy. Shocking as someone that is normally not a fan of capture the flag modes, the capture the battery mode is actually really fun. It's a fun mode in Hypercharge, and although I've not been able to do it yet, you can throw the batteries from very far right into the area where you need to score. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. I saw that little quick video from the dev saying that you could do that. I had no clue that was even a possibility. When it comes to replayability, Hypercharge Unboxed offers a high degree of replayability, in my opinion. The game features multiple levels, each with its unique layout and challenges, as we said. The variety of enemy types and the ability to adjust difficulty levels ensure that no two sessions will ever feel the same. Additionally, the game includes a progression system that rewards players with new abilities, weapons, and cosmetic items as they play. I think the customization options are a significant draw for players, allowing players to personalize their toy soldier with different skins, heads, and accessories. And I think this is a big part of the fun of this game. These cosmetic options are unlocked through gameplay, of course, providing a sense of accomplishment and encouraging players to keep coming back.
I think it's jammed. Watch out! It looks like something powerful is heading towards us.
While Hypercharged Unboxed is generally pretty well balanced, there are moments where the difficulty spike is a little high and a little unexpected. Some waves of enemies can feel overwhelming, especially for new players. However, these challenges also provide opportunities for teamwork and strategy, making victories all the more satisfying. The progression system is rewarding without being overly grindy. Players earn experience points and currency by completing levels and objectives, which can be used to unlock new items and upgrades, like we said earlier. This system ensures that players always have something to strive for, adding to the game's longevity, in my opinion. With all the good that Hypercharge is, there are some issues, and that really kind of relates to server issues, it seems. Despite all the fun I'm having, Hypercharge Unboxed does have some server issues. During my time with the game, I encountered occasional disconnects, but several times I was unable to get into a game at all. While these issues did not significantly detract from the overall experience, they are, of course, worth mentioning. The developers are aware of these problems and are actively working on improvements, which is reassuring for those who plan to invest a lot of time in this multiplayer mode. But I gotta say, for $30 for a $30 price tag and a game made by a small group of friends from the UK. I honestly can't recommend this game enough. Here at Game Pass Daily, we always take into account the money spent by players and the value for each and every gamer. In my opinion, Hypercharge is certainly worth your time and definitely worth your money. I've barely scratched the surface of this toy soldier shooter, but I'm ready to get back in there. Hypercharge Unboxed is a delightful blend of nostalgia, strategy, and action. Its unique premise, combined with engaging gameplay mechanics and charming visuals, makes it a standout title in the indie game scene, especially in a world where we have seen time and time again where a bloated AAA budget does not mean you're getting a quality game. The co-op and competitive multiplayer modes provide hours of entertainment, and the game's replayability ensures that players will keep coming back for more. While the occasional difficulty spike can be challenging, the overall experience is both fun and rewarding. Hypercharge Unboxed successfully captures the magic of childhood toy battles, offering a fresh and exciting take on the tower defense and first-person shooter genres. Whether you're playing with friends or enjoying solo sessions, Hypercharge Unboxed is a game that promises endless fun and excitement. Thank you all for listening to my first impressions of Hypercharged Unboxed. Don't forget, guys, we have an Xbox-centric show called the Aim Down Sights Podcast on this channel live each and every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please make sure to check out that for the latest in gaming news and discussions. And of course, we'll be back this Saturday with our guest King David. So make sure to not miss that as we talk about all the awesome Xbox and gaming shows that have happened in the last week. Thank you guys all for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to Game Pass Daily on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. And if you want to game with us, make sure to join our Discord gaming community. We'll see you next time.